grandfather. He believed they live underground, duplicates of us that live underground.
Was that like a belief that other people shared at the time?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Sure. The only way you can tell when you saw a replica is look at their feet and their web like a chicken. Well, in the old days, if a wealthy man's son raped somebody, they said the chicken people did, the duplicate did it. It wasn't the son. See, they had a great deal of influence. I would say it was an escape for wealthy people or important people to keep their children intact.
Where'd that come from? Do you know? From any books or something people read or just a mythology?
He had no detail.
Okay.
He just told me a lot of stories like that. He said he was hitchhiking, which I've read the story a million times elsewhere. He was hitchhiking, or he was driving a horse and wagon, and there was a little girl hitchhiking. And he put her on the seat next to him, and she put some thing in his pocket. I only remember. And when he passed the cemetery, she disappeared. And he checked on her, and she died several years ago, you know. He's telling me this with a straight face, my grandfather. I listened to him, but I didn't buy it.
Yeah. Now, did he live with you guys, or was he somewhere else?
He lived with my mother and father. Okay. He lived with us. And he was a very kind, very good-natured person, but subject to myths.
Yeah.
I could see that then. He just had that one view. Okay. He said, Jacque, people came from all over the world to America. And they brought mathematics and the zero and the algebra from an Arab named Algebra. And he said, if you love people, never pledge allegiance to any one country. Pledge allegiance to the earth and all of humanity. Because he says people are all the same, but they're made different by different areas. He had that, only that, to say that made sense. So I refused to pledge allegiance to the flag when the time came in school.
So that's the main impact he had on you, the main influence was...
Not to pledge allegiance to any one country. And I thought of it, pledge allegiance to methodology. You know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
If a Japanese came up with a great idea, you honored him. If he was Filipino, you honored him. Our pledge allegiance to methodology is loyalty to innovation, but not to any nation. He didn't understand it in detail, he just vaguely talked about it. I've cleaned it up.